Hey, what's up, Dani here, and welcome to my channel and another video. Today I'm back with another vlog. Today it's still April the 30th, so I'm just gonna prepare this vlog. We're gonna start tomorrow. We're gonna start with the Asian Readathon, and I want to participate, but I'm not sure if I can because 2 readathons in a row is just a lot for me. So, but I did make a TBR, and it's not a lot. I mean, you could technically read one book when it fits all the prompts. So I don't have a lot of books for this readathon, though one of the prompts was a bit harder for me because I couldn't get the book. So am I gonna reread something from last year's Asian Readathon? But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. So the Asian Readathon is a month-long readathon where we read books by Asian authors, and the only rule is that each book you choose for the prompts should be from another ethnicity. So the author should be from another Asian country, so you can't just read manga for the whole thing because, yeah, this is just to make you read different books by different people. So there's also 4 official prompts and 1 group book, but that one's optional. So the first prompt is read a book by an Asian author, which really is not hard. Can be any book I'm choosing for this. So obviously I'm doubling up the prompt. So I will get to that in a bit. Then the second prompt is read a book featuring an Asian character or written by an Asian author you can relate to. And for that I actually ordered more volumes in a manga series that I absolutely love. And for that prompt I am going to read Barakamon volume 16 to 18. As I said, I ordered them, they're on the way. I already got email confirmation, so now it's just a matter of time for them to arrive. So I should be able to read those in the second half of May. So, but they're not going to be too hard to read for me because I just love this series so much. I have been loving it ever since I picked it up in 2016, and I can definitely 100% relate to the main character so much. Like, it's amazing how I was reading and I was like, I feel you, bro, I feel you. So yes, his character, the way he deals with things, with his art and living on the countryside, and just him as a person, is just so relatable to me. So yes. So yes, for that, Barakamon volume 16 to 18. And the third prompt is read a book featuring an Asian character or written by an Asian author who is different from you. And literally could be anything. Could be simple stuff as like if the author is a man and you're a girl or a female, that's already a difference. If the author or the character is gay and you're not, it can already count. So for me, I can't just go with the obvious. But obviously Barakamon is Japanese, so I can't use another manga for this. So for this prompt I'm going with Wild Card by Mari Lu, which is the sequel to Warcross, which I've read last year and I loved it. I read it in like 4 days. I was so into it. But I never picked up the sequel because I heard it wasn't as good as the first one, which is always and a lot the case. But I really want to read this, and it's the best opportunity to read it in this readathon because yes. But Mari Lu, I believe, is Chinese American, even though the the story plays in Japan, but I think she's Chinese or has at least Chinese family. So I'm going with that, and this is also for read a book by an Asian author, so I'm taking this for both prompts. So this is the only physical one I can have right now until the other one arrives. So this is my novel. And then the last prompt is read a book recommended by an Asian. So it could be anyone, whether it's someone in your real life, your friends, someone who's Asian, or a booktuber that is Asian, or anyone Asian really. And I actually wanted to read Wicked Fox by Kat Cho, I think that's the author's name. And that one has been recommended by Books with Chloe for so long. Already last readathon it happened, and I wanted to read this ever since. Like, I've been wanting to read this for a year now. But the hardcover is like hella expensive, and I only want the hardcover if I buy it. And the Kindle is like 9 quid, and I'm not spending 9 quid on a Kindle if I'm going to buy the hardcover as well. So yes, it would have been Korean, but I don't have it, so maybe if it gets cheaper in this month, who knows. But for right now I am going with The Boat. I forgot the author. I know it's Vietnamese, the author is Vietnamese. It is based on a true story. It's about World War II, I believe, and how the Vietnamese refugees tried to get into America during the war. And it's actually a digital graphic novel. It's a interactive graphic novel, so it's all like with pictures and sound and everything and movements. And I've read this last year for the Asian Readathon because it's recommended a million times by Read with Cindy, who is also the creator of this readathon. And I absolutely love this, even though I'm not a World War reader, but it gave me chills because it just felt like you were right there because of the whole interactive comic thing. And I will leave the link to the comic down in the description because you should definitely read it. Like, because it's so well done and it's so creepy. It's not a horror one, obviously, but it's just creepy because it feels like you're there. And just the things that are happening during the war and the things you see and, you know, all that stuff is just so, it's kind of haunting. Because it's real, it happened, so it's like even worse. But I absolutely love that, so I think I'm gonna just give it a reread and use it for this prompt for right now. Unless I can get my hands on Wicked Fox. But then reading 2 novels might be a bit too much, but we'll see. But for right now, this is my TBR. I am not going to read the group book because I have to give myself a break. But yes, I'm trying to keep this month Asian related, so I'm also going to try and finish my other manga series that I wanted to finish this month. So I'm going to finish Kuroko's Basketball. I'm going to try and get up to date with My Hero Academia and The Promised Neverland. And that's literally all I have. And then I also still have to finish The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, which is not Asian. But I figured because The Boy in a Striped Pajama is a Jew, and Jewish people are from Israel, and Israel is in the Middle East, which is Asian, so it's very far-fetched, but technically it still kind of fits. It's not an Asian author, but it's got Asian characters. So yeah, I can still read that and know it's Asian. And I'm also body reading a couple of books with my friends which aren't related to anything, so but I'm still gonna like in between read those, but I will try and focus my reading on Asian stuff. maybe I get another book anyway, so maybe I read more, but I will vlog everything and you will see. But yeah, this is my very long intro to this first weekend, let's say weekend, because it starts tomorrow and tomorrow is Friday, so it's kind of a weekend vlog, but it's already too long. So but yes, anyway, this is just my intro. Let me know if you participate in the Asian Readathon. Let me know what you're gonna read, and I will leave all the information down in the description, and the comic, the interactive comic, and you can check it out. But yeah, I will be back for my next update. Well, good morning. It's Monday and I'm just here to wrap up the first week of the Asian Readathon weekend. At first, the first 3 days, I actually read my ebook that has nothing to do with Asian Readathon, and it's one I got from NetGalley, and it's a male, very, I don't want to say dark contemporary, but it's just a lot of trigger warnings, and it was very heavy. That's a better word. So I've read that. It was called Deep Cut, and it's like teen angst. It's a lot of teen angst. There's like two 18-year-olds, so it's very far away from where I am right now, because teen angst is long ago. But I was still into it in that regard, that I just wanted to see where the characters go. And yes, so it was very heavy. Like this one guy, he was like doing so much, like trigger warning wise, and he was in such a dark place. And yes, so it was very heavy, but I really enjoyed it. I've read it in 3 days, 300 pages in 3 days. Like, you know, usually novels take me forever. So yes, but anyway, and then I finally started my first Asian read, and I was reading A War Cross. It doesn't look like anything because there's nothing on here. It doesn't, not War Cross, Wild Card, but you know, Wild Card. And I'm already on chapter 6, page 62, and as you remember, maybe last year, I think it was last year, I've read War Cross and I loved it. I devoured that book in like 4 days, and this is the sequel. And Goodreads has a lot of reviews where people are a bit disappointed with this because it didn't hold up to the expectations they had after reading the first book. So I went into this a little bit, you know, I didn't put my expectations up as much, but so far so good. It's interesting, so I'm curious how it goes on. Like, I wanted to read 1 chapter a day, but today I've read like 5, so 4. I read 4 this morning, so this is where it goes. So I am intrigued. So. But yes, not that far in. It has like 360, no, 350 something pages. So I still have like 300 pages to go. So. But anyway, that's wild cards so far for the Asian Readathon. And I didn't mention that I ordered Barakamon for the other prompt, and I only got my confirmation email that they sent it like at the beginning of last week roughly. And usually with Book Depository and with the situation we have right now anyway, I give 10 days until they arrive. So that's why I was saying I will probably be able to read them in the second half of the month. But yesterday I went home and they already arrived, and I was like, look at this. I haven't read this series in so long, and these are the ones I'm missing. So we got 16, 17 and 18. I am so excited. If you've been following me since the beginning of me reading manga, you know that this was the first series that I picked up and read, and I relate to the characters so much. This is why I'm using it for read a book with an Asian that you can relate to. This guy, me, it is me. I'm not as talented as he is. I didn't get money for anything I did, but because he's an artist and a city boy, and just his character is so relatable to me. I don't know, if you've read this, you know how he is. That's just me. Me with people, me with kids, me with art, me with living in the countryside, me with everything. And I love this guy so much. Like, and the characters are so cool. Yes, so I haven't read this in so long. I actually literally don't remember when I've read volume 15. I don't even think it was last year. I would have to check, but it's been a long time. I don't even remember where it ended, but it doesn't really matter. It's not a really deep like subject topic that you follow. It's like every chapter has like some new stuff, so it doesn't matter. But I love this. I adore this series so much. And yes, so I can already read this and I'm excited. I don't know what I want to read first now. Do I want to read this? Do I want to read My Hero? Do I want to read Promised Neverland? Do I want to continue Kuroko's? And I'm just here like, so many options. I will see. You will see in my next vlog. So, but yeah, anyway. And that's it for this vlog. I literally only just started, so there's not a lot in this vlog. But yes, let's see how this goes. I'm excited for all of the reads I have for this month, and yes, I will talk to you in my next video, and I hope you will have a great week because it's already Monday, and I will see you next time. Bye.